717 Credit Union, 26% business loan growth in 2015. We've grown by helping businesses grow.
I've wanted to make games since I've held a controller in my hand.
And now, Kendra Corpier is doing just that. She's the creator of Imar Studios, an independently run indie game development studio in Youngstown. She started it in 2011.
I've done some of my own games, just various little things. I did a word game with another independent game developer several years back.
The studio is currently working on video games focused on 2D game development. 2D games are computer-based interactive digital images, mostly created from two-dimensional models.
In 2003, I found a school, one of the art institutes offered a game development degree, and so I went there and got my degree. I learned a whole lot, and that's what I love. In the past, I did some work with THQ. I basically did a lot of QA testing, some racing games and different platformer games like SpongeBob.
Corpier is also the organizer of the Youngstown Game Developers.
We all get together and we talk about game development, we learn from each other, and we promote each other.
We will be sharing what projects we're normally working on. Sometimes we'll have a tutorial session. Other times it'll be a much more flushed out project that the team as a whole will work on.
Andrew Pavlik is also part of the Youngstown Game Developers.
I've been with the game developer group for about a year, give or take a month or two. My experience actually falls outside of game development quite a bit. So I work in serious gaming is one of the terms that gets kicked around a lot. So I've worked on building 3D characters and animations for training and medical simulation.
The Youngstown Game Developers recently held their first game jam at the McDonough Museum.
You have a bunch of people that come together and work over a 72-hour period to create a video game. So you're starting from scratch, you have a basic idea, and everybody teams up and works together to create the game.
The thing with independent game developers like all of us is we don't have somebody telling us we have to get to a release date. We can take our time and make what we want and do the quality that we want it to be.
Recently, Corpier created her own video game.
Epicurus Universum. You're in space, but you're in an F-17 jet because that's just how it is. And you're shooting other spaceships and you get a boss. Originally it started as just a tool to use during interviews to show that I went above and beyond so I could stand out during my interviews. So I had it on my phone. And then I kind of liked all the graphics I did, so I took it further.
It really does kind of feel gaming is going to evolve much further past just simply what you staring at a screen sitting in a chair. It's gone from these low poly characters like on an N64 or PlayStation 1 to having these near film quality characters on the current console. So for me, as somebody who likes to create these really compelling visuals, that alone is one of the most really exciting parts about it.
And what kind of games does Corpier like?
I really like platformer and RPG games, which is what I want to make, but those take significantly longer. Shoot 'em up games, which is the game I just finished, and then I'm gonna port it to the iOS App Store so that people on Apple can enjoy my game as well.
717 Credit Union, 26% business loan growth in 2015. We've grown by helping businesses grow.